Hello there, this is Ethan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a large modern house on Minecraft. To save a good 2 minutes worth of me doing the same thing over and over again and you getting bored, I've already sorted out the layout for these stone pillars that all not circle, but be the foundations of the wall, I suppose. And there's 5 along the top, 5 along both of the long sides, and then 3 across all of the others. And each one of these needs to be built to be, I haven't actually counted, just dropped the stone. I haven't actually counted how tall they are, but I know they're tall enough. I'm going to say build them up so that they're 8 blocks tall. Next off, we're going to be making the walls, so I'm going to use blocks of quartz. You can use whatever you want, but yeah, I think quartz works best here. Actually, I'll quickly show you. This is the finished modern house. I'm going to show you how to make the actual building and the balcony. You can make whatever you want with it. I'm not going to show you how to build all of this because A, it's not too difficult, B, you can put your own things on it and you can make it look how you want it to look rather than me dictate that the house has to look like this. But yeah, this is just an example if you're wondering what the house looks like. And I haven't done anything on the interior, but it is very spacious, so you can, if you're playing a survival game, you'll be able to fill it with a lot of items. Okay, yeah, I've built the stone pillars too tall, and basically, if you didn't, well, I'm going back to it in a sec anyway. The quartz is placed so there's room for a door at the bottom in that one, but that'll be the only wall like that. And then it's got to have enough for a square window of 2 by 2, well, 2 by 2. And this then applies all the way around like it does on here, look. So here you have the doors and the window panes, and that's the same as what's going to be over here. This is where they're going to be. And you need to do that all the way across the entire building, which is going to take me a little while. Also, just if anybody was wondering, I'm using the Sphax texture pack, which you can find pretty easily. Just search it up in Google. It won't take. I don't need to put a link in the description. You can find it really easily by yourselves. And then it's just a quick installation, and you can select it from your texture packs. And now it's raining. Lovely. But yeah, so this is the first video on the new channel, and these sort of videos are something that I'll be doing fairly regularly. When I can think of something that I like the look of when I built it, then I'll put the video and hopefully you like it as well, and then you can build it if you want to. Depending on what kind of world you're building, if it's survival, then I guess it doesn't matter too much unless it's themed. Epic builds, you know, if you're building a city, then this might be a nice house to have in the city. Or even on, if you could change the materials, like you could use stone bricks and wood, like wooden blocks. And I was thinking about it earlier, and that would fit pretty perfectly for the... Oh, it's not gone away. Okay, that would work pretty well for the medieval sort of aspect. Again, you could do it for just test different things out. You could use a different material instead of the white, so you could just make the house a different colour, I suppose. So yeah, it's up to you. I'm just using this as an example because I think the white and grey go well together, even though they're both pretty dull colours, but yeah, I like the way they go together, and that's how I already built the first one, so I'm going to try and make this one as much like the first one as possible. And you'll just be doing this all the way around the house. You could even mix up what the shapes of the windows are. I did it as squares because the pattern fitted well, and it means that if you are building this in survival, you don't need as much quartz if you were to build it to this. Same material usage, you could just have to smelt more sand, I suppose, to get more glass, but that's not exactly a sparse material at all. Also, if you can hear clicking, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to get around to eventually doing commentaries after I've finished doing the building videos. The reason why I haven't today is because it's the first video and just wanted to get it filmed and out of the way. Plus, I've got some coursework to be doing that I should be doing now, but I'm not. So yeah, once you've got on the white frames of the windows and the one doorway, you can even make a doorway in the back if you want to. It's completely up to you. You can mess around with it. You're going to get the stone again, and you are going to just make sort of a, I don't know, you're going to put stone on top of all of it so that the tops of the stone scaffoldings match up with each other. And this does not take nearly as long, which is good. Okay, like that. As you can see, that will be the bottom floor. Okay. What we are going to do now is build up on this part here. And the way we're going to do that is we need to build a stone part across here so that you've now got a small 3x3 square if you were to count it in terms of stone pillars, and a larger 5x5 square if you were to count it in terms of the pillars. To split those, then you're going to want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to build all of them up to 7 again on this part of the building, which shouldn't take that long. And this is going to be the foundations for the second sort of part of the building, floor I guess, but then you could fit more floors in. That's like, even now you can see just how spacious the building is and how it doesn't actually take that much material to get it to a fairly big size without it looking awful like some larger buildings end up looking. The one thing that is frustrating, especially if you're on survival, and it does cause issues with every building I build, is the roof. On creative it's a lot easier because you can fly, but falling off is fairly frequent when it comes to building roofs for me. Might be the same for you, might be quite good at standing and building roofs without falling. That was a weird thing. But yeah, I'm too used to playing on survival mode, on the survival creative mode. So there is that. Okay. Shit. Well, now that's all built up. You need to now get rid of these. They were there so that you had sort of a guide, but you won't need them if you're going to do it the same way. And then the same concept applies here. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then on this one, recreate the door. And obviously again, make the window. Now I'm going to use oak, wood and planks because I think they look good with this texture pack. And then you're just going to want to build all of these out so that it's like a terrace on above the entrance to the building. Now just fill in this last gap. Okay, so it should look like that. Then, if you want to make a terrace surrounding the entirety of this second floor like I have over here, you'll just build out 3 wooden planks outwards here. and you'll just build it out 3 across the whole building. I'm not going to go all the way around because I don't want to build the video to drag on massively. And yeah, same on this side, so you're just going across 3 each time. Like that. And then eventually when you go all the way around, you have Terrace, which I'm going to quickly just walk on, so it's plenty of space, you can even put some chests. I'm not sure I really need to show you the rest of this blocking thing, or putting in windows or doors. If you've played Minecraft, I'm sure you'll be capable of doing that. Then you're going to want to build one up, and do another frame, like you did for the first floor. This time it'll just be a square. And this will set us up for the roof building and the extension on the roof, if you would like the extension on the roof. I mean, honestly, I don't like it that much, and I kind of regret it after building it, but I couldn't be bothered to go back and sort it, so what we're going to want to do here is build sort of a staircase out of the quartz until you get to about the middle. Then you're going to want to put 3 in a row. Do the same on the other side. And make sure they meet up. If they do, then you've done it right. I always build my roofs slightly over the sort of where they're meeting, so that it comes a bit over, so it looks a bit better. Like on this roof here, it's just slightly over. It looks nice, or at least I think it looks nice. And then you need to build it all the way across. This is probably the most time-consuming part of the whole build as well. So I'm only going to do one side of the roof, and then I'll show you how to build the extension on the side that I actually do. So yeah, and build it over one, like you did on this side, past the stone scaffolding. You could do this out of a material that doesn't require as much effort to get. You could make it out of wooden planks or cobblestone, even though cobblestone roofs look pretty awful, in my opinion anyway. You might like them. Like I said, it's completely up to you. This is your building, not mine. But yeah, just carry this on. Okay, so the roof will look like that. Next I'm going to do this part of the roof here, just sort of underneath this part. And the way that you're going to do that is by getting a 2x1 window just above the middle parting where the stone is. That's where the window is, in a block that is 3x4. Then you're going to make another one, and then the top will be completely filled in. So you have it like that. Then, using this middle bit between the two windows, just build sort of a beam going across, and then place in another one at the top so that you can fill in that part, and another at the bottom. So you have 3 sort of beams stemming off from where these parts of the windows are, in between or just above and below where the window holes will be. Then you can build this to make 2 squares, which will be 2x2, same on the other side. And the last one, build another square that's 2 by 2 at the bottom right and the bottom left. And that's what the windows could look like. Again, you can use different materials if you want to, you can change as much as you want. I'll show you what it looks like when it's on the other house. And that's what it looks like. So, now I guess we'll move on to the last thing, which is the extension on the roof. The way I did this is, I'll show you actually. I measured it from 2 stone pillars that are sort of either side of the one that's in the middle. A lot of the building I do is purposely built like this so that I can make measurements easier. And then go up 1, 2, and on the third one you're going to break it, so 1, 2, and break all along. I'm going to do that for, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really you will get a lot of your, if you're going to do this and make it out of stone or something, then you are going to get a lot of the produce that you used in order to make this back, which is always good. You know, if you don't mind jumping down into that abyss down there to go and get the little blocks, then yeah. And the way we're going to do this is by building a stone frame from each of the sort of corners, and then, so if we were going to build it from here and the bottom one down there and join it all up using the stone, done that wrong anyway, no, then build it across, and then we're going to make sort of a joint part here where the 2 parts would meet if it was at a right angle going outwards. Then what you're going to do is just fill that in. Did I even fill it in with stone? No, I didn't. Okay, don't fill that in with stone. That was, I just blanked for a second there. I filled this in with quartz, so it fit in with the house nicely. Same with the other side. Okay. Then you're going to want to join the 2 corners, the 2 right angles together with another one. Now I completely filled in the top with quartz. You could leave a bit open and have a sunroof. Again, it's up to you. Or you could even make a staircase up to it, make it another little terrace. Make it some storage space, I don't know. Whatever you want to do. And then the last part involves having 2 windows that are of course the standard 2 by 2 that we use for the rest of the house. So that's all the basics on how to actually build the house up. Now I'm not going to do the rest on video because it will take extremely long and it'll be tedious, and you can go around and fill in the remaining white parts and fill in windows and stuff yourself. You don't need my help to do that. But just as a bit of a, I don't know, a demonstration how big it is. You can walk in here, you have a fairly large room here, and then the bottom floor be particularly big. You could fit in a second floor up here, again pretty big, along with a terrace which is the size of the main room, a bit bigger. Then you have, if you build it 3 all the way around, you'll have the 3 around the outside, which you could use for chest space or machinery, or if you're playing with a mod pack or something like that. And then you could have a 3rd floor in the in sort of the roof area. And then obviously, if you wanted to, you could have a terrace up there, or a sunroof, or whatever. I'm just going to show you quickly what I did with mine. Because I didn't quite like how that was just hanging over, I built some scaffolds. With also cobblestone flooring with a gate going all the way around, with some, I think that's spruce wood underneath it. I made the fencing go-ups around the scaffolding so it looked like this, with one above and one below. Like I said, I haven't done anything with the inside, but this is what it looks like on the inside, so it does look quite nice. The glowstone I placed so that it would have a nice glow when you looked at it from outside, so it's not at all aesthetically pleasing. I know this jutting out all over the place, but it was on purpose to make it glow. Then up here I haven't really done much. I just put two trees for decoration. Unfortunately, the bone meal made them grow differently, so that sucks. But yeah. And oh, I used a different window pattern. Okay, but like I said, you know, mess around with it. It's up to you. So yeah, I hope you like the look of this house. Oh, another thing I did differently was the way the roof was facing. Like it doesn't matter, because either way you can see that it works. When it's facing this way, it works. When the roof is facing out, the terrace would just face outwards. When it's working this way, it would work. Like this little extension will be facing the front. So either way, it's pretty, because it's a square and not a rectangle, it works either way pretty well, so that's good. So yeah, back on what I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope that you like the building, and I hope you liked my first video. So if you did, please like and subscribe, and comment if you want me to try and build anything in particular, like a particular style, or I don't know, anything, and I'll attempt it and see what I can do. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, you have all been great for watching my video. Okay, goodbye.